Today's video is about what you should be doing if you find water on your basement floor and you don't have a leaky pipe. Most likely there's going to be a crack in the foundation wall. Here you can see a small puddle and a little bit of water over here, which appears to be coming from that corner. So we'll expose the wall and we'll see what we find. Here you can see it's where two walls join, and it runs ahead of the wall. That's what we're going to fix. Here you can see everything that you will need for repairing a vertical crack in a poured concrete foundation wall. You'll need a spatula, the yellow tool there. That's a 2.5 pound sledgehammer, and in between the spatula and the hammer is a chisel. That's the foundation crack repair kit. It's a Sikafix kit, a pair of safety glasses, a bucket, and a hot melt adhesive gun. Now what I'm doing is I'm opening up the size of the crack because it has to be more than 1/4 inch wide, and it's not. So I've just got a hammer and a chisel. Make sure you're wearing some safety glasses. We're just going to open this up a bit, then clean the area, then we'll attach the T's. I'll show you, we're going to be using something called a Sikafix crack repair kit, and I'll show you that in a moment. The crack has been opened up. I'll just clean it up a bit. I don't have an air compressor. Put a tire valve without the core into a bicycle pump, and I can use this to blow the debris out. I've started attaching plastic tees actually into the corner where the crack is. These are just attached with hot melt glue, and typically when you have a crack on somewhere on a flat section of wall, these tees are designed to be straddling over the crack, but because it's in a corner, I thought that this was a better way to do it. This is a complete kit, has instructions. It's called the Sikafix kit. Has a tube of a polyurethane grout, which is what is injected into these ports. And there's 3 bags of a repair mortar. I will be mixing this up and applying it to the crack, and also over top of these plastic ports. This Sikafix foundation crack repair kit, it's about $120 at Home Depot, and I think it's well worth the effort to try it and see how it works in this situation. I'm going to kind of do it here try to do it on the edge, and also a little bit on the back side, and then hold it there, and I'll add a little extra. This just has to hold these plastic ports in place long enough that I can spread the mortar. I bought this also at Home Depot. It's an Aero brand. It's their mini glue gun. $14. According to the instructions, you set them about roughly 6 inches apart, and these injection ports, they will remain within the repair. Now when you take this T out of the packaging, you will see that there's a little piece attached to it. You have to remove that. Because I have access to the top of the wall here, I'm also going to be mortaring the top to seal that off, so that as the polyurethane grout is injected into these ports, it will not be free to come out from the top, but rather it will be forced to travel through the wall, through the crack, towards the outside. So it's going to be 3 parts of the dry mix and 1 part water. Dries very quickly. You have to work fast. So don't mix up too much of it, because you'll just waste it. I've applied the first batch of mortar to embed these injection ports into the corner. This dries very fast, so I'm just really just slapping it up. It's already going hard in the bucket, and I just mixed it up. You need to have a nice thick coat to hold the injection ports in place. I've got a water sprayer here because I need to spray water inside those plastic nozzles. Now we're going to use a caulking gun, and the way this works is you inject the polyurethane into the lowest port first. 1, 2. There was clearly no crack at this particular location. So now we move to the second one. What you want to see is the polyurethane coming out from the nozzle that's above the one you're working at. And then we move to the next nozzle and we continue on up the wall. This has been an interesting experience. It's the first time I've ever used this foundation crack repair kit. All in all, I think it's a good kit. It's a good way to repair a vertical crack. This has been a learning experience for me, and kind of fun too. I'm Brian. This is Brian's Everyday Fixes. Thank you for watching. Bye now.